Okay, so there's one last message, not message, thought I just want to give on the game. Just gonna reply to him. Oh, 2 secs. Okay, so yeah, what do I make of the story? I don't get it. I mean, this game is just so, I don't know, it's got like that deep sense that you just need to know, or like it's got like a really gripping story because you have no idea, but yet you feel the need to just keep going. So, I mean, what do I make of the story? I think the story is up to the person playing, I guess. I've heard a few ideas in that he is dead, the boy is dead, and so is his sister. I mean, if you go to the if we go to the marketplace, no, it doesn't say. Let me quit out to the marketplace. I'll show you what what kind of proves this idea that he's dead. Obviously, because as soon as you buy the game, it tells you. Go to. Come on, hurry up and load. Hmm. Oh, come on. Oh, because Xboxes are so fast. Oh my god, Windows 95 loads faster than this thing. Ugh. What is it doing? There we go. Okay. For anyone who downloads the game, it's one of like already a pretty infamous thing in that, uncertain of his sister's fate, a boy enters Limbo. So therefore, it means that he's obviously died. And if you've played something like Dante's Inferno, in order for you to get the one that you love or someone that you want to get, you've got to actually go into Limbo, which means in order for you to go into Limbo, you must have died yourself. Like Dante's Inferno, spoilers, at the end obviously he dies, and he realises that he's dead in the end, and then the player realises that Dante's dead, and you're actually in hell, trying to get her out of Limbo, and hell and crap. So I think that plays on the same kind of style on this, in that in order for him to have gone there, he must have died himself. Now, there's like a few theories I've heard in that the way both of them have died is that apparently it was a car crash, which I guess is supported by the end of the game, in which you fly through the so if we go to the chapter, at the end here, you see this bit here. This is apparent. I reckon, to me, this symbolises the windshield, in which, at the finale, the boy goes through the windshield, and he ends up like being knocked out, in which he then goes finds his sister again, and then the whole loop goes over again. But what about like the rest of the game? And I'll tell you, it might help my theory a bit more. It starts off and ends in the woods, and it's like the loop, so that makes it seem like the loop's complete again, in which it ends at the woods and starts at the woods. So why is it the woods? Because if you look in the background here, it looks like a tree house or something, and like you can climb it up, and it looks like you can climb up. So I reckon that the tree house is the starting point of their journey, or maybe they crashed into a tree house and they went through the windshield and then died, and then not sure what happened to them after, so they've gone looking for each other, or he's gone looking for her. So I reckon so far that they were in the forest, crashed into a tree house perhaps, or maybe it's their tree house, which is somewhere where they were told to meet. They crashed in a car crash, and he doesn't know where he is, so he's probably searching through all the memories from when it happened. So he's probably thinking back to the woods, which is all this area here. The giant spider, I really don't know. I'm still thinking of this, like trying to piece some of it together. all these woods, this might be some broken down woods in which the car may have passed. Something he remembers. Something that bothers me are, if they're in limbo, are they in a shared limbo with all the other, because all the characters here that tried to kill me, are they also in the same limbo as the boy? So, or maybe they were people who they knew, and I'm really a bit hazy on this, but I don't know who the people are in this, so I can't really think of how they would fit in, or why someone would actually want to kill the two. What's that bit? That's the next area, the crow thing. This bit I reckon is probably the mechanical side of like the car. I reckon with all the weights and the gears and stuff, that's probably to symbolise the inside of the car. And then when the rain starts on this chapter, that's probably the setting for, I don't know, maybe it was raining while they were driving, they probably skidded from the wet tyres and then crashed. And maybe this is probably into something like the water, like they were drowning, like they flew through the windshield and then drowned or something, I don't know. The hotel, that's probably like the biggest clue, because it's pretty obvious to see hotel, so somewhere in their journey there was a hotel sign that's pretty significant. Maybe they stayed there, I don't know. I'm still trying to think of this. And then there's the glass roof above, which I'm not too sure about as well. The next bit, as far as I know, this is still the inside workings of a car or something that I think, perhaps, like, or a big mechanical beast or something, I don't know, like the car, I reckon, that's what I think it is anyway. The guns, oh, that's weird, I don't really understand why guns would be there. Maybe they're just not there, maybe everything's not part of the story in this, but that's the only thing that bothered me in this game, with that gun, and then the two later guns or whatever. Why there were guns in the game, I'm not too sure, or turrets. Maybe something else was shooting them, like a camera or something, I don't know, and they were taking pictures, I don't know. Where else is next? I reckon, see, now we're back to the hotel, but the hotel's all broken down, and obviously the world's turned 90 degrees in all this time. Maybe that's the direction of the people which they had fallen or tumbled or something in the car, or rolled over, and, you know, it's really awkward. And then we come back to the start where he goes through he's in the car, comes out through this is the entire car, he goes out through the windshield, and he ends up back in the grass, and then he goes to find his sister. And apparently if this is the treehouse, this here and this here are the two bodies of the boy and the girl, because the flies are hovering over the top. I'm really not sure on the whole thing. If I get like more of a hint or piecing it together, I'll probably make a better video. But that's the best of what I can think of. But yeah, hopefully other people will enjoy this and maybe get some ideas about the game too. So as we can see here, he's waking up to find absolutely nothing.